And we welcome you back inside the Raleigh County Convention Center, Dave Barksdale Court. This is day 3. This is game 4 of day 3, and this is game 15 of the 28 games that will have been played this week by the time we finish this 2024 New River CTC Invitational, being presented by Little General Stores. I'm Maris Lowry. Bill O'Brien will join me shortly. And we've got a boys high school game between Pikeview. They are 2-4, and they'll take on Greenbrier East 2-5. But before we tell you more about this game, let's tell you what has already taken place, as this is, as I mentioned, game 4 of the day, game 15. So this starts the first game of the back half. We've already played the first 14, and this will start the first game of the remaining 14 games left in this excellent event. And this is in its 6th year of existence, the New River Community CTC Invitational. Well, we got started early this morning at 11:15, and it was a boys game, and it was won by Mercer Christian as they beat Liberty of Raleigh 55-36. Then a girls game, it was Princeton all over Shady, 61-27. Then we had a boys game, and Greenbrier West made a miraculous comeback. They were down 17 in the first half. They were down 16 at the break. They cut the lead to 8 going into the fourth quarter, and they rally and they beat Independence 71-63. The game that was just concluded was Wyoming East. They were victorious over Bluefield in a girls game, 83-51. So game 15 of this event, game 4 of the day, will be Greenbrier East and Pikeview. That will tip here in about 10 minutes or so. And then the nightcap tonight will be a boys game between Webster County and James Monroe. We'll take a break, come back, and get you ready for the tip here in about 8 to 10 minutes. It's Greenbrier East. They are 2-5, taking on Pikeview, who is 2-4. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
When you're repping the blue and gold, staying ready is key.
That's why we hit up Little General Stores, our go-to when the clock is ticking.
At LG, they're hustling to cover your daily needs, fueling you both on and off the court.
From the finest snacks to a team that's always ready to assist, Little General Stores is the ultimate stop.
You can rest easy knowing LG has all your essentials.
Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
West Virginia's #1 hit music station. West Virginia's longest running morning show. Hit music 24/7. One station, all the hits. 103 CIR is WCIR FM, Beckley. 103CIR.com.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
Little Caesars stuffed crazy crust is stuffed with cheese and has a delicious buttery garlic flavored crust. And it's $9.49, making it the lowest price in stuffed crust. And I'm out of time. There was more time.
Pizza.
Take me home, country road.
105.9 WTNJ.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center with Bill O'Brien. I'm Maris Lowry as we get you ready for Greenbrier East and Pikeview. Greenbrier East will have a record of 2-5. Pikeview has a record of 2-4 as the teams get set to battle here in about 5 minutes or so. And Bill, well, we've turned the corner. We've played the first half of the 28 games. We're at game 15, so we're starting the first game of the second half. There are 28 games that we are broadcasting, and we've got 14 in the books. And starting with this game, like I said, this is the first game of the second half of the second 14. That'll take us all the way through Saturday night. And Bill, you've been a real trooper, even though you got to the building a little late for me in the first game. You've been here all day, and you've been at some point a part of every game today.
Well, you have too, certainly. And I tell you what, I had a good excuse for not getting here for 11:15.
Yes, you did.
But I didn't expect to be doing all of the games, and that's okay. I tell you, it's sort of fun to watch all of this, except when there's a blowout.
Well, you can't help that, and we think we're going to have a competitive game here. Greenbrier East still going through their warm-ups, and Pikeview back in their locker room. The one thing I can tell you about with Greenbrier East, with head coach Jarrett Patton, his son, Gabe Patton, will not be available. He's injured. He turned an ankle. He's coming in averaging 17 a game. So right off the bat, you take 17 points a game out of the lineup for Greenbrier East.
Well, no doubt about it. In fact, I talked to Jeff Campbell just before we came on the air. He's the voice, longtime voice on radio for Greenbrier East. And, of course, you've heard his voice here on Video Productions. And Jeff goes back a long way with Greenbrier East basketball. And you talk about somebody committed to the program. He certainly is. And all he could say was that this team is a work in progress, and they've got to have to suck it up, because when you've got your top player gone, you just got to find another way to make it work. Or what do they say, next man up?
Well, Bill, you're right, and next man up. And when you were saying how committed Jeff was to the program, I thought you were going to tell me he was the next man up, and they were going to suit him up and let him play tonight. I thought that's where you were going with this.
I don't think so. Jeff's a little bit, he's like me. He has not missed any meals. Sorry, Jeff.
Bill said that, Jeff. I didn't. And on the flip side, Pikeview, their leading scorer, David Thomas, averaging 17-plus points a game. He's available, but he will not start. So we'll see how this game unfolds. And, we had the last game you and I did together was really good. It was the Greenbrier West Independence game, and Independence had a big lead, and Greenbrier West come roaring back. So we thought we had a blowout, and it turned out to be a really competitive game, and Greenbrier West rallied from 17 down to win.
Absolutely. Now, I don't know anything about Pikeview. Have you had a chance to do your homework there?
I have. Spoke with Les Farmer. He said they're having a hard time finishing. It's a new coach at Pikeview. They've got wins over Mercer Christian and Oak Hill. They have losses to Bluefield, Midland Trail, Grand Virginia, and Riverside.
Okay. And, of course, most of you know that Pikeview is in Mercer County Consolidated School near Athens, near Concord College. And they have really come into their own as of late.
Well, that put a big smile on the coaches' faces when I told them Concord is where I went. That's my own stomping grounds from 40 years ago. I'm well aware of Athens and everything about Athens. So it's Athens, and I'm trying to think of there's a couple of schools I think that also, and I'm going to think real hard because I think Oakville may be one of them.
Sounds good. There's
one more. There's Athens, Oakville, and there's somebody else. And I'll try to think of it before the end of the broadcast.
Not Matoka.
No. I don't think so.
All right.
But anyway, we got to take one final break, and we'll when we come back, we'll be ready for the opening lineups and the ball game. That's up next between 2 and 4 Pikeview, 2 and 5 Greenbrier East here on Video Productions.
Grab the one thing that everyone's loving, and as it happens, they come by the dozen. Everybody loves it, and everybody knows it. Everybody loves a donut.
Are you ready to steer your career in a new direction? Look no further than New River Community and Technical College. With brand new simulators and virtual reality equipment, New River CTC's commercial driver's license program provides on-the-road experience before ever getting behind the wheel. You can become road ready by earning your CDL in just 6 weeks, along with a 180-hour certificate. Whatever your dream, New River CTC's CDL program puts you on the route to success. Don't wait. Apply now.
At Dutch Miller Automotive, we've grown quite a bit over the last 60 years, but our core principles remain the same. We believe in treating our customers and our team members like friends and family, and we see it as our obligation to give back to all the communities we are so fortunate to do business in. In just West Virginia alone, we've grown from one location on the west end of Huntington to 10 rooftops employing more than 500 Mountaineers. Check out the inventory from all of our stores at DutchMillerAuto.com. Dutch Miller Automotive Group, West Virginia proud.
Dunkin' is here with your holiday helpers, peppermint mocha and toasted white chocolate signature lattes. A touch of delicious holiday magic to help you seize the season. Sip through the holidays with signature lattes at Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center, Dave Barksdale Court. And Bill, you have to tell this the truth, right? Because during the commercial break, it was driving me crazy. I couldn't figure out the other school that went into Pikeview, and it dawned on me, and I said Spanishburg, and that's it. It's Spanishburg, Athens, and I do think it's Oakville. Matoka is too far away and not involved in Pikeview.
Okay.
So how you like that? I knew that.
Well done.
Spanishburg, and if I'm incorrect, I'm sure somebody will let me know. Anyway, we're moments away from getting the game started. We're having the player introductions. Pikeview will be the home team on the scoreboard with the white uniforms trimmed in red, and Greenbrier East will wear the gold uniforms trimmed in green. The head coach of Pikeview is Les Farmer. The head coach of Greenbrier East is Jarrett Patton. And now we're getting ready to have the player introductions for both teams. First of all, for the visiting teams, Greenbrier East. So it'll be Brody Hamrick with Bill with Gabe Patton hurt. Brody Hamrick is now the leading scorer, and he's averaging 11 points a game. So it'll be Hamrick. It'll be Lane Lambert. Also, it will be Jacob Tomlinson. He's one of the starters. And also, it'll be Nathan Dixon, as well as Peyton DeHaven. And that's all the 5 starters. You can see them up on your screen. For Pikeview, they'll go with Jarrett Vestal, averaging 8 a game. They will go with Zach Rose, Drew Damewood, Bryson Bailey, and Elijah Hall. Hall comes in at 9 points a game. Like I said, Pikeview's leading scorer, David Thomas, he will not start, but he is expected to play. And if you hadn't heard, we said on top that Greenbrier's top player, leading scorer, Gabe Patton, at 17 a game. He is injured and he is not dressed, and he definitely will not play here tonight. So, Bill, we're ready to roll. Sit back and enjoy. 2-4 Pikeview, 2-5 Greenbrier East. And into the center circle for Pikeview will be Jarrett Vestal. Vestal looks like he's about 6'4", 6'5".
At least, yeah.
And he's going to jump against Brody Hamrick.
We're going to start this a couple of minutes early. I love this tournament.
Yeah, that's okay with us.
Yeah.
Actually, 3 minutes early to be exact. Referee Scott Cantley ready to put the ball in the air. He does, and the tip is controlled by Pikeview going to the basket to our right. The Pikeview Panthers. You know, Concord, and I'm sure they still call it that. Of course, it was college when I went. University now, called the Campus Beautiful.
Oh, yeah, and it still is.
And it is. There's a drive into the lane. They dump it down low. Little short shot is good. That was a nice dish, and able to get that bucket for Pikeview. I have to look and see. I'm not sure got a 50 on here.
No, and I think they've changed the numbers. Zach Rose is who they're giving the bucket to.
Imagine they changed the numbers and didn't tell us.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, so Rose, let me see what number he actually is.
32 started out.
Well, he started out 32. He's 50 now.
Yeah.
So we beg your pardon. So Zach Rose gets the first bucket of the game. And here's Greenbrier East with their first possession. Into the lane, nice pass down low. Reverse layup is up and in. That was a nice play that time by Lambert. So a minute into the game, each team with one possession, each team with one field goal. Here's Pikeview, there's a down low, that time Rose, a nice finish. Rose has got 2 possessions and 2 baskets for Rose. And right now, Bill, he's probably smelling like a Rose with those 2 easy hoops.
A rose is a rose.
Seems like I've heard that somewhere before.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Greenbrier East. Hamrick with it. They've got him tied up. Hamrick will dial it up from 3 and hit. And Greenbrier East has its first lead of the ball game. Hamrick able to hit the tray. Back the other way, Pikeview spinning in the lane. The short shot doesn't go. And I think that shot was put up by Drew Damewood. And that shot fell a little short. Back the other way come the Spartans of Greenbrier East. Here's DeHaven on the move into the lane. There's a drive on the baseline. That's an offensive foul. That's a good defensive play that time by Damewood to take that charge. And the foul is going to go against Nathan Dixon. That'll be his first foul. And that'll be the team's first of this opening quarter. And we've got a whistle, and what do we got? We got a foul away from the ball, and honestly, Bill, I was watching the ball come up the floor. I did not see that away from the ball.
It was way, way away, and I think just in jockeying for position over there, I missed it too.
But it's going to be a Pikeview foul. And the foul they put up on the board will be on Rose. So that time he wasn't smelling like a rose. He'll get his first foul. It'll be the team's second of quarter number 1. So here's Greenbrier East with it. Hamrick pulls up, shoots a shot that's inside the arc. That was a 2. It doesn't go. And coming out of there with the rebound is Hall. Here's into the lane, 8-footer, back iron, no good. That shot was put up by Bailey. And they go to the floor for the loose ball, and it's out of bounds to Greenbrier East. So the Spartans will inbound. Here's a drive, nice bounce pass down low, but not able to handle it.
Whoa.
Yeah. That time Tomlinson not able to handle it, and it's a Greenbrier East turnover. You know, when you look up and down this Greenbrier East roster, Bill, they only got 2 seniors. DeHaven and Patton, everybody else are all underclassmen. So as you said in the pregame, maybe is a work in progress. You talked about what Jeff Campbell, the longtime radio voice of Greenbrier East, told you. Here's a 3 ball from the near corner, nothing but air. And that shot was put up by Dixon. And it'll be out of bounds to Greenbrier East.
A lot of people know Jeff Campbell as Soup, and he is also now a member again of the West Virginia legislature, so that'll be starting next week.
Here comes the inbounds pass, a little short shot, doesn't go. That shot was put up by DeHaven and back the other way, and that pass is overthrown and into the parking lot.
Got to find it behind the curtain.
Yep, we got to put them on the timer, right?
30 seconds.
Well, with this group, the way they get after these officials, we're only going to give them half of that time, 15 seconds, Bill.
They got it quick.
You got a veteran crew.
Yeah, good crew.
Led by Jay Rutledge, Scott Cantley. And that ball's not a turnover because it was hit by Pikeview. And we got a whistle, we got a travel. So Greenbrier East turns it over. Also Don Burton, the third official. Don't want to leave anybody out.
Yeah.
A very veteran crew, as I mentioned.
As we mentioned earlier in one of our broadcasts, the officiating here has just been super all week long.
Well, when you run a first-class tournament, you get first-class officials. That's how that works. So here's Pikeview, inbound the ball. And that's Drew Damewood. He was under a lot of pressure. Here's Rose with it. And back to Damewood to reset the offense. Maybe we go the ball screen. Here's a 3, up and good. That's a nice looking shot. That 3's by Vessel. And Pikeview has regained the lead. That was a 3.
Charge.
Yep, got an offensive foul, and back the other way we go. Got one more game to follow this. And Bill, I think that's going to be an outstanding game. That'll be Webster County taking on James Monroe. That will tip at approximately 8 o'clock here tonight. Comes the pass in. Rose gets it. Greenbrier East putting pressure on the ball. And the Pikeview Panthers get the ball up. They get the ball down low. Nice spin by Damewood. Puts up the short shot. It won't go. Battle for the rebound. New player in the ball game now for Greenbrier East, and that's Penn. Here's DeHaven with it. Backs it back out. Penn has it now. Penn drives, puts up a 12-footer left of the lane and knocks it down. Nice shot by Penn. So got a football score. 7-7. Each with a touchdown and a successful extra point. Vestal on the drive, lost the ball, picks it up, and knocks it down anyway on the baseline. So Vestal's got his second bucket of the quarter. Here's Penn in the far corner for Greenbrier East. DeHaven on the move, little short floater. It doesn't go. Fight for the rebound, and Rose comes out of there with it for Pikeview. Back the other way. As Vestal down low, puts it up. It doesn't go, but he'll draw the foul and get to the line.
Hey, both these teams are going up and down the court, and I like what I'm seeing out of the Panthers so far.
And, Bill, I think this game, as we watch the little general replay, this last transition, and there's the foul, but I think this game might be similar to the Independence Greenbrier West game in the fact that it took both of those teams a little while to get going, but then once they got going, they were really able to kick it in gear, and we had quite a game.
We sure did. If you missed that one, Independence led all the way to the middle of the fourth quarter, and then they were outscored 22-6 in that last quarter, and they lost.
Yeah, that's one that really got away, and you got to give a lot of credit, though, to Greenbrier West. Is the first free throw was no good. The second one is, and that extends the lead for Pikeview. So here's Greenbrier East with it. Here's Penn with it now. Also, there's a new player in the ball game, Reed McGraw, and Greenbrier East turns it over. And now Pikeview turns it over. That time, Austin Bennett, new player into the game for Pikeview. He just kind of took his eye off the ball, and the ball got away from him and out of bounds.
That's all it takes.
So here's Greenbrier East with it. Penn shaking and baking, tacks the basket, puts the shot up. It doesn't go, but he'll draw the foul. That's a nice move. He had a little shimmy shake there at the head of the lane and attacks the basket, draws the foul, and gets to the line.
Donovan Penn spells his first name Donavin. A junior 6-footer, 175.
He'll get a couple of free throws. First free throw on its way, looks good and is. So Penn will now shoot the back end, and that's one thing, Bill, both of these coaches have freely substituted. Had a lot of players that have started, that take out, that put back in, a lot of guys back and forth. As Penn will shoot the second free throw, and he cannot connect. So he makes one of two, and here comes Pikeview back the other way with Hall into the front court. Whips a pass down low, and we'll have a travel. As that's David Thomas. He leads the team in scoring at 17 a game. He did not start, but he's in there now.
He got bumped a little bit, and that helped him travel. And you're talking about Greenbrier East, and Coach Jared Patton loves to use a lot of his players.
Yeah, he's shown that here in the first quarter. Played a lot of different players. The ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with East.
Well, you know, there's some coaches that they like an Iron Man 5 or 6, and there are other coaches that, hey, let's use the bench. These kids work hard if they can play.
Well, if you put them in the game, if you want more minutes, you got to earn the minutes when you get in the game.
That's it.
But to get more minutes, you got to get some minutes so you can get more minutes, right? So you can show the coach that you need more minutes.
Exactly.
There's Penn picking up the loose ball, going up and scoring. Nice job by Penn. So back the other way. Here's Thomas with it for Pikeview. They get the ball down low. Vestal puts up the shot. It doesn't go, but he'll draw the foul and he'll get to the line.
Jared Vestal has scored 6 points so far, including 1 of 2 foul shooting. Good-looking player.
So Vestal at the free throw line and trying to give Pikeview the lead here in the opening quarter. First free throw on its way and is no good. Rose set to check back in. And he must be going in for the shooter because he's still there at the scorer's table. Second free throw by Vestal. He missed that, and that's how he stayed in the game, by missing the shot, because if he'd made it, he was coming out of the game. Penn with a nice drive and a finish right of the lane off the glass.
Talk about instant offense. He scored 7 points.
Yeah, and it's a 5-0 Greenbrier East run. As you always say, Bill, sometimes there's a foul on Penn, but it's not who starts the game, but who finishes it. And it's really about the minutes. So it's not necessarily, I know everybody wants to start, but sometimes it's not always about that as we watch it here on the Pepsi Instant Replay. And that's definitely a foul on Penn. So that'll be the second foul on Penn, and Greenbrier East is over the limit. So that'll be free throw time for Pikeview. And getting to the free throw line, Elijah Hall. He entered the ball game averaging 9 points a game. So Hall will shoot a pair here and trying to snap this mini 5-0 run as he makes the first of two. And if he can hit this, he can tie the game. Second free throw by Hall is no good. He gets 1 of 2. Here come the Spartans. Nice drive to the basket. We got an offensive foul. It was a nice drive by Tomlinson until they blew the whistle and said he was the one that committed the foul.
Let's look again. Pepsi bringing you the instant replay.
Well, he goes hard to the basket. That's good defense. Pikeview, the defender, was set that took that charge.
Excellent call.
So it'll be Pikeview's ball. They get the ball into Rose. Rose with the pass to Damewood. Damewood finishes with a foul. That's a nice play. That's a beautiful pass by Rose. Nice assist. And able to hit Damewood in stride. And Damewood able to catch, shoot, and score as we watch the instant play. And he got hacked in the act. And he'll get to the line to try to polish off a three-point play.
Damewood was just like a locomotive coming down the court. He knew, he trusted the pass.
Pikeview now regains the lead. And trying to add to that lead, Damewood at the line, and he completes the three-point play. And that'll give the Panthers a 2-point lead coming up on the final minute of quarter number 1. They get the ball down low to Haven. Now passes the ball inside, maybe one pass too many. And here's a little short shot right of the lane is good. That's a nice play that time. And trying to see, I was screened out, Bill. Who got that? I think that was Hamrick.
And I was actually looking at the monitor for a change.
And I was looking at it, and I still couldn't see it. Yeah. But that was Hamrick that got it, and he's out of bounds. It's Pikeview on the side, and that'll turn the ball over to Greenbrier East with 32 seconds left in the quarter. So checking into the Greenbrier East lineup will be Darius Burns. Burns, a freshman. I know you're writing all over my score sheet, and that's quite all right.
Thank you.
All right, here's Greenbrier.
You got to share and share alike.
There's a three ball is rattled in good by Hamrick.
8 points for Hamrick.
Greenbrier East regains the lead. Here's Rose. Last shot time, perhaps. The final 12 seconds of the opening quarter. There's a drive to the basket. Couldn't finish. That was a good drive that time by Hall. Greenbrier East with the chance to get the final shot of the quarter. It's laid up and in. Beautiful play by, who got that? That was Lambert.
Yeah.
And Lambert beat the buzzer, and Greenbrier East will finish the quarter on a mini 5-0 run. They'll take that 5-point lead to the end of the break with them. At the end of the first quarter, it's 19-14 Spartans. We'll be back with the second quarter after this on Video Productions.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
Grab the one thing that everyone's loving, and as it happens, they come by the dozen. Everybody loves it, and everybody knows it. Everybody loves a donut.
At Dutch Miller Automotive, we've grown quite a bit over the last 60 years, but our core principles remain the same. We believe in treating our customers and our team members like friends and family. And we see it as our obligation to give back to all the communities we are so fortunate to do business in. In just West Virginia alone, we've grown from one location on the west end of Huntington to 10 rooftops employing more than 500 Mountaineers. Check out the inventory from all of our stores at DutchMillerAuto.com. Dutch Miller Automotive Group, West Virginia proud.
Well, Greenbrier East, Bill, ended that first quarter on a mini 5-0 run, and they take a 5-point lead into the second quarter as we 19-14. And that was a well-played first quarter by both teams. And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center with Bill O'Brien. I'm Maris Lowry. ready to start the second quarter here of the 6th annual New River CTC Invitational. This is game 15 of 28 games, and that'll start it on Tuesday. It'll take us all the way to Saturday night. Here's Greenbrier East with the first possession of the second quarter, and there's a little floater is good, and that's by Lambert. Lambert had the last field goal at the end of the quarter, and he starts with the first bucket to start the second quarter. The biggest lead of the game right here is Greenbrier East 7 and a 7-0 run. And we got that football score again, Bill, 21-14, as Pikeview throws it away. So we were tied at 14, and East has ran off, as I mentioned, 7 in a row. And this is the largest lead of the game right here.
Spartans with those mustard-colored uniforms. Gold and forest green.
Here's Greenbrier East with it. Nice pass and a nice catch, shoot and score. That's a great job that time, and able to put that home is Dixon. And with that, Pikeview wants and takes a timeout, 30-second timeout. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Are you ready to steer your career in a new direction? Look no further than New River Community and Technical College. With brand new simulators and virtual reality equipment, New River CTC's commercial driver's license program provides on-the-road experience before ever getting behind the wheel. You can become road ready by earning your CDL in just 6 weeks, along with a 180-hour certificate. Whatever your dream, New River CTC's CDL program puts you on the route to success. Don't wait. Apply now.
Well, Greenbrier East, Bill, currently on a 9-0 run that goes back to the end of the first quarter. They scored the final 5 points of the first quarter, and the Spartans scored the first 4 of the second, and they broke a 14-14 tie, and they take this 23-14 lead as we're out of the Pikeview timeout. So here comes the Panthers. Let's see what they will cook up on this possession as they just called a 30-second timeout, trying to stop that run. Here's Thomas down low, puts up the short shot, doesn't get it, goes back up and scores, and that will break a 9-0 run as Thomas will be able to score. He didn't start the game, but he's the team's leading scorer at 17 a game, and he showed you on that play why he's the team's leading scorer. He's got good size, and he missed the first shot, but able to hang right with it. Pikeview now back in the zone. East going around the horn. There's a drive, nice pass down low, and it's stolen by Thomas. Damewood in the open floor for Pikeview. Stop, pop, little short shot, doesn't go. Thomas with the offensive rebound. They triple team him in the lane. He shoots it anyway, and coming out of there with the rebound is Darius Burns for Greenbrier East. There's a little short shot right of the lane off the glass, and that was a little strong that time, as that shot was put up by Dixon. Back the other way is Pikeview. They pass the ball to Thomas. Thomas off the glass, doesn't go. Battle for the rebound. Thomas puts it back up. It still won't go, and Greenbrier East comes out of there with it.
He's missed 2 real short ones, and normally he makes those. He's got that kind of ability.
So here's McGraw with it. McCraw, I beg your pardon. Here's the ball into the near corner. There's a 3. It's in and out, no good. That was Reed McCraw. He's a 6-foot junior. And back the other way to get the ball down low. Vestal's shot hits the up under the basket. And here come the Spartans. And Burns had it now. Greenbrier East to reset. They look over the Pikeview zone. There's a drive, short shot on the baseline is good. That's a nice play, a little short shot by Dixon. This equals the longest lead of the game at 9. 3 minutes in here to the second quarter. Got a pretty good crowd here at the Raleigh County Convention Center. Like I said, we got a lot of basketball this week, Bill. This is just the 15th game of what will be 28. There's Thomas inside, off the glass a little strong.
It's the 30s one he's missed.
Yeah. And back the other way comes Greenbrier East. Here's the Spartans. Hamrick had it. He lost it. We got a travel. It's a turnover either way. And the Spartans will dip back into their bench as Peyton DeHaven will check back into the game. Also into the ball game will be Godfrey. Braylon Godfrey, a freshman, 6'4", got good size. So like I said, Greenbrier East, as you mentioned, Bill, a work in progress. They've only got, like I said, 2 seniors on the team. And here's a steal. And we got a whistle. What do we got? We got double dribble.
Oh. Well, that negated that layup. Let's watch again on the Little General replay.
Well, I think the double dribble.
We missed the double dribble.
Well, yeah, that came before that basket.
Yeah.
And that was McCraw that got the steal. So the ball comes into Rose. They try to get it back to him. They turn it over. Here's Greenbrier East, DeHaven with it. Into the lane. They throw the ball to the near side corner. Dialing up for three. And that call is not answered. And the ball's loose, but here comes Pikeview with it. There's a drive to the basket. The shot is up. It doesn't go, and there's a foul. The foul is going to be against Godfrey. And getting to the free throw line will be Bailey. So it'll be Bryson Bailey to shoot two as we watch the replay there.
So close. Pikeview has missed a few shots, just barely.
The New River Community and Technical College instant replay. First free throw's good. By the way, at the end of the ball game, Bill and I will select the New River and Community and Technical College player of the game.
Only one.
Only one. Bailey set, ready. Second free throw is no good. And we've got a foul on the rebound, and it's going to be a foul on Pikeview. And that's only Pikeview's first team foul this second quarter. The Greenbrier East has only committed one. And like I said, Bill, by having the rule the way they do, where there's no more 1-and-1, there's 5 fouls in every quarter, and it starts all over. That has really been able to limit the free throws and not have the games get bogged down by just shooting nothing but foul shots.
Paul was called for his second foul for the Panthers.
Here's a 3 ball in the near corner. It comes up short. Godfrey with an offensive rebound, put it up, it won't go. And it's out of bounds to whom? To the Spartans. That initial shot, Bill, was put up by Dixon.
You mentioned Godfrey. I mean, he takes up some space there.
So Greenbrier East will have it up under their own basket. The ball comes out to DeHaven. He gets into the lane. He lost the ball. McCraw on a little floater, and it's good. Reed McCraw knocks it down. The biggest lead of the game right here at 10. Rose will shoot it from distance. It doesn't go. And Greenbrier East comes out of there with a rebound. Greenbrier East with numbers. Here's a pass to McCraw, and he shot it a little too hard as he missed a wide open layup. I think he got going, excuse me, Bill, I think he got going too fast.
Yeah.
I mean, Greenbrier East got what they want. They had a 2-on-1, and McCraw went in from the left side, and I think, like I said, he got going so fast, he shot the ball a little too hard.
Yeah, he had an open layup. You know, how many layups do you practice every day? So I'm sure he'll make 99.5% of them, but not that one.
Well, like I said, I think he was going too fast. Here's Rose with the ball. Dame Wood will shoot a 12-footer. Doesn't go, and we got a foul on the rebound. So that's only the second team foul. The personal foul will go against Vestal. That will be his second. As I mentioned, only the team's second. So with a 10-point lead, Spartans will have the ball. Greenbrier East led by 5 at the end of the quarter. And they've doubled them up thus far, Bill. By adding to that 5-point lead, they've extended the lead to 10. Working the ball around. They get the ball down low. Little short shot is good. That's a good job that time by Lambert. I beg your pardon, Hamrick.
Fat finger again, sorry.
There's a short shot in the lane, doesn't go for Pikeview. That shot was put up by Bryson Bailey, and back the other way comes Greenbrier East. And now Rose with the steal.
Quick hands of the big guy.
And Pikeview turns it over.
Dribbled on the sideline. Here's the Pepsi replay.
Yeah, there's that nice delivery right inside. Good job by Hamrick.
Now Hamrick's got 10 points, 6'3", and a sophomore for East.
Now Penn back into the ball game for Greenbrier East. When he was in earlier, he played well for Greenbrier East. So like I said, you got a youth movement going on with the Spartans. Only 2 seniors on the team, and one of them not available tonight. the team's leading scorer due to injury. There's a drive on the baseline. The ball rolls out. That was a good look by Hamrick, and it wouldn't go in, but the ball will stay with Greenbrier East. Biggest lead of the game right here at 12, coming up on the 2-minute mark of the opening half. And they get the ball to Goff. We're down low. Nice block by Rose. Damewood in the open court for Pikeview. They cut him off. Now here's a 3-ball straight away. That doesn't go. That 3 that time was taken by Bennett. And back the other way, there's a nice pass. And Bryson Bailey able to catch, shoot, and score. So here's Greenbrier East with it in the front court. DeHaven whips a pass inside. Floater off the glass, and once again, Rose didn't get it, but he altered the shot. And this pass a little too far out in front, and Pikeview will turn it over.
Austin Bennett just could not catch up to that pass. Too much muscle on it.
Lane Lambert will check into the lineup for Greenbrier East.
Got to like the pace. East has it going their way.
And let's see what we got. We've got Penn coming out and Burns coming in. So here's Greenbrier East with it. There's a drive to the basket, lean in off the glass. What do we got to travel? Greenbrier East turns it over. Hamrick is trying to draw the contact to him. As we watch the little general instant replay, you can see Hamrick right there, and he shuffled his feet. So on the turnover, Pikeview has it. Coming up on the 1-minute mark of the first half. Damewood spins, Fallaway uses the window, doesn't go, and we got a foul on the rebound, and it's going to be a Pikeview foul. So that'll be the third team foul. Still no shots as we're under a minute now for the half. And the personal foul will go against Austin Bennett. So Greenbrier East will have possession of the ball, try to add to their lead. DeHaven, way out high, whips a pass to Hamrick. Looks like maybe running a little clock, and now we got a foul, and that'll be the fourth team foul on Pikeview, and that'll be side out for Greenbrier East.
Maris, I think the Pikeview Panthers have amped up their defense just a little bit here, and that's giving East a little bit of concern.
Austin Bennett gets whistled for the personal foul for the Panthers. Pikeview will dip into its bench, and checking into the ball game will be Ryan Robinette, a freshman. He's seeing his first action of the game. So Greenbrier East will put it in play. Maybe trying to run a little clock, run the clock down. Maybe not obviously for the last shot of the half, but to run the clock down a bit. Just playing keep away. And there's a travel.
Yeah, he caught that pass, Dixon, and then he sort of shuffled his feet as he started his drive.
So it'll be Pikeview. They inbound the ball. Here's Damewood with it. He's tacking the basket. A little shovel pass to Thomas, and Thomas scores in tight.
Only the second bucket for Thomas, and if Pikeview has a chance, they got to get him the ball.
Last shot time for Greenbrier East in the first half. 6 seconds. DeHaven gets the ball screen, comes around it. Do they know the clock? They're going to have to get it up. Hamrick lets it go. Count it if it goes, and it won't. And that's the end of the first half. At the end of the first half, your score is Greenbrier East 29, Pikeview 21. We'll be right back to recap the first half, go inside the numbers, and we'll have that on the other end of the break here on Video Productions.
When you're repping the blue and gold, staying ready is key.
That's why we hit up Little General Stores, our go-to when the clock is ticking.
At LG, they're hustling to cover your daily needs, fueling you both on and off the court.
From the finest snacks to a team that's always ready to assist, Little General Stores is the ultimate stop.
You can rest easy knowing LG has all your essentials.
Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
I heard every time you order Little Caesars during the Pizza pregame, you score a fun perk.
And I heard Justin Jefferson is the most handsome receiver of all time.
Yeah, you can't believe everything you read on the internet.
No, I heard people say it.
Order pizza and Pepsi online on game day for a chance to win Super Bowl 58 tickets.
Pizza.
Hey, grab me one too.
Dunkin' is here with your holiday helpers. Peppermint mocha and toasted white chocolate signature lattes. A touch of delicious holiday magic to help you seize the season. Sip through the holidays with signature lattes at Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'.
Greenbrier East with an 8-point halftime advantage as they lead Pikeview 29-21. Greenbrier East led by 5 at the end of the quarter. In fact, the game was really competitive. The game was tied at 10. It also was tied at 14, and Greenbrier East scored the final 5 points of the first quarter to take a 19-14 lead at the end of one. Into the second quarter, that run went as many as 9. It got to 23-14. The biggest lead was 12 at 29-17, and it is now a 29-21 lead for Greenbrier East, an 8-point advantage here at the break. The Spartans entered the ball game 2-5. Pikeview 2-4. We're going to take one more break. When we come back, Bill will go inside the numbers and he will have team and individual totals for you, and we'll do that on the other end of the break, streaming live here on Video Productions.
Ready to steer your career in a new direction? Look no further than New River Community and Technical College. With brand new simulators and virtual reality equipment, New River CTC's commercial driver's license program provides on-the-road experience before ever getting behind the wheel. You can become road ready by earning your CDL in just 6 weeks, along with a 180-hour certificate. Whatever your dream, New River CTC's CDL program puts you on the route to success. Don't wait. Apply now.
Let him ask you how you make this hard, dirty, wet, freezing, sweltering, exhilarating job look so easy. While they're wondering, you'll be doing. Because you can. Because it's there to be done. Because you have the will and the way. We are Bobcat.
Well, Greenbrier East led by many as 12 in that first half, and the lead is now 8, 29-21. And momentarily, Bill, we're getting the official stats, and when it finally gets up here our way, we'll have you give those official numbers.
Well, I'll give the unofficial because I'm pretty close. Let's take a look at Greenbrier East.
If you're pretty close, if you wait about 10 seconds, You don't have to be pretty close. You can be right on the money. How about that?
So you mean you're going to actually fill in this time?
No, I'm going to wait for him to hand me the sheet so I can hand it to you so you can give the numbers. How you like that?
Okay.
There you go.
There we go.
He gave me 2 and didn't give you any. What's up with that?
All right, let's take a look here. We're looking at it cold. We'll go with Greenbrier East first, and let's give you the official point totals. Brody Hambrick with 10 points leading the way. Don Penn has 7. 4 points for Nathan Dixon. 2 for Reed McGraw. 6 for Blaine Lambert. That's the scoring. Let's take a look at the Pikeview Panthers and their point makers. 3 for Drew Damewood. Elijah Hall has 1. Bryson Bailey has 3. David Thomas has been held to 4. Jared Vestal has 6. Zach Rose has 4 points. Team totals now. For Greenbrier East, they hit 13 of 26 from the field. That's 50%. 2 of 7 from long range. That's 29%. And from the charity stripe, they are 50% right now. 1 of 2. Taking a look at Pikeview, 8 field goals made out of 23 shots. That's 35%. 1 of 3 from downtown, 33%. And at the foul line, 3 out of 4. That's 44%. Let's take a look at rebounding. 12 for Greenbrier East, 13 for Pikeview. And turnovers, it's been a pretty decently played game. 10 turnovers against the Spartans, and the Pikeview Panthers have turned it over 9 times. So that gives you a rough idea of where we are. It's 29-21, an 8-point lead for Greenbrier East, and here's Maris Lowry.
Well, we're going to take another break and get you ready for the second half, where we'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Hit music station. West Virginia's longest running morning show. Hit music 24/7. One station, all the hits. 103 CIR is WCIR FM, Beckley. 103CIR.com.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center on Dave Barksdale Court with Bill O'Brien. I'm Maris Lowry. Bill, we're ready to head to the second half. Greenbrier East leads by 8. They did lead by as many as 12 in the first half. As I mentioned, the lead's 8 now, 29-21, as we're ready to start second half play.
In this ball game, the score was tied 4 times, and there were 5 lead changes in the ball game. And again, as far as I'm concerned, if you take a look at Pikeview, they've got to get their big gun into the offense. That's David Thomas. He's their leading scorer. Even though he didn't start, he really hasn't touched the ball as much as he needs to. And if Pikeview wants to get their offense going, they need to get him going. And, of course, it's interesting to watch Zach Rose. He's a big old biggin, and he is smooth. I like to watch him, number 50 for Pikeview. As for Greenbrier East, they've used a lot of people. They're interchangeable parts, and they look smooth. Here's Maris Lowry with the second half play-by-play.
Well, Bill, we're going to find out who is the smoothest between the two teams as we get ready to resume action. Pikeview will have the first possession of the second half. And the Panthers put it in play. The ball comes into Rose. The big fella did play well in the first half for Pikeview. Dame Wood on the drive, a little short shot off the glass. It doesn't go. Rose with the offensive rebound and the putback. So at one point, as I mentioned, Pikeview was down as many as 12. They've now cut the lead in half, and they're trailing by 6. Only to have a 3 drain, and we got a foul. The basket will count as Hamrick will drain the 3. And then as the ball went through the basket, there's going to be, I think, a foul on Greenbrier East.
Well, Hambrick with his third tray.
There's a Spartan foul that count the basket. So let's see who they whistled that foul on. They whistled on Lambert, and that'll be his team's first of the quarter.
Nobody on either team has as many as 3.
Here's a 3 straight away, front of the rim, no good. That shot that time put up by Bailey for Pikeview. Back the other way, here's Greenbrier East, did a nice floater, and that's a beautiful play by Penn. Penn has played really well. He came off the bench in the first half. He starts the second half, and I can see why with the way that he played. There's Vestal with the putback.
Well, he wasn't to be denied. 8 points for Vestal.
So back the other way, here comes Greenbrier East with it. Round the horn they go. Penn's had the hot hand. He gets into the lane, puts up the shot. Did I jinx him? He missed it. And the putback is good. Putback is good by Dixon. Here's a 3 ball from the near corner. That's an air ball. That shot was put up by Bryson Bailey, and back the other way comes Greenbrier East. Penn has had the hot hand for the Spartans. He's got it now. Here's DeHaven in the corner. DeHaven will pull up, shoot the shot, and it'll be an air ball and out of. Nope, it was saved by Greenbrier East. There's a spin into the lane, off the glass, up and in. That was a beautiful play by Lambert, and Pikeview wants a timeout. The biggest lead of the game right here at 13. It'll be a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. Be right back here on Video Productions.
When you're repping the blue and gold, staying ready is key.
That's why we hit up Little General Stores, our go-to when the clock is ticking.
At LG, they're hustling to cover your daily needs, fueling you both on and off the court.
From the finest snacks to a team that's always ready to assist, Little General Stores is the ultimate stop.
You can rest easy knowing LG has all your essentials.
Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
To steer your career in a new direction? Look no further than New River Community and Technical College. With brand new simulators and virtual reality equipment, New River CTC's commercial driver's license program provides on-the-road experience before ever getting behind the wheel. You can become road ready by earning your CDL in just 6 weeks, along with a 180-hour certificate. Whatever your dream, New River CTC's CDL program puts you on the route to success. Don't wait. Apply now.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center with Bill O'Brien. I'm Maris Lowry. Bill, right now, Greenbrier East enjoying its largest lead at 13, and we're not quite 2 minutes into the second half yet. And out of the timeout, Pikeview will put it in play. And Dame Wood gets the ball into the front court. They go to Rose, and trying to get the ball into Thomas, and they throw it away. Penn the other way, puts up the shot with the left hand. It doesn't go, but the Spartans maintain possession. Here's Penn on the move, and they strip him of it. And now a foul by Greenbrier East DeHaven. And that'll be the second team foul of the quarter on the Spartans.
You know, DeHaven wears those hot pink shoes.
And that'll be his second personal foul.
Sort of draws attention to him.
So side out for Pikeview. 13-point advantage, and they try to go give and go, trying to get the ball inside to Thomas. The ball's knocked out of his hands. It'll stay with Pikeview. Thomas didn't start the game. but he's starting the half. He's the team's leading scorer at 17 a game. And like you said, Bill, I think they got to get him more involved as he made a way to the basket. The ball was poked free. Pikeview turns it over. Greenbrier East on the move, and there's a turnover, a travel. So we'll come back the other way.
Little bunny hop again.
Yep, that's Dixon that turns it over.
This was an 8-point game at halftime, and now East is taking control.
Rose goes hard to the basket, and a little kiss off the glass for the bucket.
Big guy with 8 points.
Yeah, the big fella. He was lumbering to the hoop and had a nice soft touch off the window. Greenbrier East with it, looking at the zone. They get the ball inside on the low post, and the ball is knocked out of bounds, and it'll be a Greenbrier East turnover. It'll go over to Pikeview. Got one more game to follow this, and we think that'll be a good one. It'll be Webster County against James Monroe in boys high school basketball. Here's Rose with it. And the big fella, for a big guy, he can handle the ball pretty good.
So I said he's smooth.
Yeah, here's Thomas down the lane. Thomas attacks the basket, puts it up, it won't go, and then in frustration, I think Thomas will commit the foul.
Mm-hmm.
And Thomas, you can see the look, he's frustrated. Like I said, he's the team's leading scorer. He didn't start the game, but he is starting the half. And they're going to need his offense, as that's his first personal foul. That'll be the team's first of the quarter. So here's Greenbrier East with it. There's Hamrick on the drive, gets into the lane. Around the horn they go to Haven straight away for three. It won't go. There's Penn. He'll put it back up. It doesn't go. Another offensive rebound and good. And that time with the putback is going to be Lambert.
We think.
Yeah, that's who got it, was Lambert. This equals the largest lead of the game right here at 13. Around the horn they go. Damewood spins, tacks the bat. Well, thought he was going to shoot it, throws it out to Rose for three. It doesn't go. Thomas with the offensive rebound, puts it back up and in. Nice job by Thomas with that offensive rebound. David Thomas. Here's DeHaven with it. They've got him double teamed, and he whips a pass, and it's knocked out of bounds, and they'll have to go behind the bench to retrieve the ball. Yes, Vestal will get ready to check in for Pikeview.
Rose sits down. Coach Les Farmer, the head man for the Pikeview Panthers.
Yep. Actually in the small little community of Gardner, right outside of Athens. My old stomping ground, Bill. Athens, of course. Concord back in the day. Of course, university now. College when I went, as I mentioned, known as the Campus Beautiful. Here's a baseline drive, a lot of contact, no whistle. And the shot from the left corner doesn't go. Greenbrier is getting multiple chances on this possession, and that'll be a foul, and they'll get to the line. And getting to the line is going to be Brody Hamrick. Hamrick, a double-digit scorer. He normally gets you 11 a game, and he'll get to the free throw line and shoot two.
He's already got 10 tonight, 6'2", and a sophomore for the Spartans.
So with 10 points, he can hit and then go over his average if he can knock both of these free throws down. First free throw, good. So there's his average. He's got 11 in the ball game.
Well, as you mentioned, the Spartans' leading scorer not on the court tonight.
Yeah, due to injury. That's 17 points. Greenbrier's losing out of the lineup. Second free throw is good. So both free throws are made by Hamrick. And we got a timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back with 3:31 left in the third. It's a 13-point lead for the Spartans, 42-39. We'll be right back here on Video Productions. I'm Meeting Butcher, and we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. It's a 13-point advantage for Greenbrier East, and Bill, this equals the largest lead of the game.
We were just talking during the commercial about tomorrow. 6 games on the schedule tomorrow, starting at 11:15 a.m. with a middle school game. And then we've got high school boys at 1, Summers County Bobcats against the Renegades from West Side. 2:45 high school girls, at 4:30 high school boys. Another boys game at 6:15, and the final boys game at 8 o'clock. Mark Martin, WCHS Channel 8 sports director, will be here to bring you the action tomorrow.
And you know, Bill, that first game you mentioned, a boys middle school game, it'll be Independence and Eastern Greenbrier. That should be a very good game. Like you said, that will tip at 11 o'clock tomorrow. So out of the timeout, here's Pikeview with it. His 13-point deficit equals the largest deficit of the night. Into Thomas, and he scores. Thomas right of the lane, a little kiss off the window. And Greenbrier East turns it over. So Pikeview here in the final 3 minutes of the third, and going into the fourth, they feel if they can cut into this lead and get it into single digits. And that's the thing I think that most teams think when, you know, Bill, when you're 12, 13, 14 points behind in the third, if you can get it to single digits in the fourth and kind of set yourself up to make a real run in that fourth quarter.
This is going to be an important possession.
There's a 15-footer. It's short. And that 15-footer that time was put up by Bennett. And we're going to have a foul on the play. Vestal will commit the foul. That'll be the third team foul. That'll be the first foul on Vestal. Spartans will have it. Greenbrier East led 19-14 at the quarter, 29-21 at halftime, and the lead 42-31 now. DeHaven on the move. Bounce pass, little short shot on the baseline is good. That's a nice shot that time by Dixon. Lead back to 13. They get the ball in the corner. Nice backdoor cut by Damewood. Puts it up and in. That's a beautiful executed play by the Panthers. Pikeview able to execute well. But they got to get some stops if they're going to get back in the game. Here's Penn with it. He's had a good game for Greenbrier East off the bench. That three won't go, but right there's Penn. Nice bounce pass down low. The putback is good. That's a nice job as Lambert scores again.
12 points for Lambert.
Yeah, Lambert's had a solid game. Penn's had a solid game off the bench tonight for Greenbrier East. Ball's loose. Well, we're going to have a held ball, I do believe, and the arrow points toward Greenbrier East.
No love lost between those two guys.
So checking back into the ball game will be Jacob Tomlinson, 6'2" junior for Greenbrier East. And Reed McGraw will check back into the Spartans scheme of things. As Penn set to put the ball, well, was going to put the ball in play. Now he's coming out of the game. He's like, me? He was ready to throw it in. He's like, you mean I'm coming out of the game? So here's McGraw with it. Splits a double team. Nice backdoor cut. Nice backdoor pass and one. That was great execution. And what a great job as Dixon able to finish to get the hoop in the arm.
So Dixon, another double-digit score for the Spartans. He's got 10 points.
Yeah, you know, Greenbrier East has done a good job. They've really spread the wealth around from scoring. They're getting it from a lot of different guys here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we talked about their leading scorer, Gabe Patton, hurt. He didn't play in the loss to the Musselman Appleman the other night. Obviously not playing here tonight. So you got to look for other people to step up, and the Spartans surely have done that by being able to spread it around. The free throw doesn't go, but the lead is 15, which is the biggest lead of the ball game here tonight. Try to get the ball inside to Vestal, and it goes off his hands and out of bounds over to Greenbrier East.
It was an ill-advised pass because he was double, maybe triple teamed out of the basket.
Full court pressure put on by Pikeview. Trying to force a turnover. Trying to get the ball inside, and it's knocked out of bounds. And it will stay with Greenbrier East.
Well, this has been a Spartan third quarter. They had an 8-point lead starting the quarter, and now here it is at 15.
There's a pass down low. Short shot up. It doesn't go, and there's a foul. And getting to the free throw line will be Jacob Tomlinson, and he will shoot 2.
Tomlinson is a 6'2 junior, 160 pounds, and we'll get to see what he can do. He's not scored yet.
So he'll get an opportunity to get in the scoring column as the first free throw is in. The biggest lead of the game right here. And trying to add to that lead. As Godfrey will check in. He played well in the first half when he was in.
He really did.
So that's one thing about it. You know, Coach Patton of Greenbrier East has to be, I think, really pleased because he's got, you know, a lot of players have really contributed here, and that's why they've got this 16-point lead. Here's a 3 on the right side. Good, as Greenbrier East was able to get the rebound, and Nathan Dixon knocks down a triple. And now the lead's up to 19. You know, Bill, didn't seem like that long ago. It was like 8 or 10, and now it's ballooned up. Here's a miss by Thomas in the lane. Here's McGraw on a run out, lays it up and in.
Oh, that was pretty.
It's a 12-0 run right now by Greenbrier East to take this 21-point lead. Here's Damewood for 3. It doesn't go for Pikeview. And the rebound is cleared by Nathan Dixon. Hamrick with it now. They take the ball away, and we got traveling, and it'll be over to Pikeview.
So will they go for the last shot of the quarter?
I'm not even going there.
That's been a little inside joke between me and Maris.
Yeah, me and Eric, we have that. You know, I guess we're all old school because, you know, you figure 15, 16 seconds left in the quarter, left in the half. You hold it for the final shot, but that's just not how they play today.
Chad King, wearing number 3, has it.
So let's see if Pikeview will hold it for the final shot. I think they will now. There are, you know, 5 seconds remaining in the third. Damewood on the drive, lays it down for Vestal, and the shot doesn't go, and that's the end of the quarter. At the end of 3, your score is Greenbrier East 54, Pikeview 33. We'll head to the fourth quarter. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
State Ford, where every deal is a Big John deal. Northside Drive, Route 19 in Summersville. Come see why people from all over the great state of West Virginia are making the drive to Summersville. Incredible deals on brand new Fords. The state's guaranteed lowest price on brand new F-150s, Super Duties, and more. Plus incredible service after the sale at Mid-State Ford. Northside Drive, right off of Route 19 in Summersville. Online anytime at midstatefordwv.com.
Little Caesars stuffed crazy crust is stuffed with cheese and has a delicious buttery garlic flavored crust. And it's $9.49, making it the lowest price in stuffed crust. And I'm out of time. There was more time.
Pizza, pizza.
Grab the one thing that everyone's loving, and as it happens, they come by the dozen. Everybody loves it, and everybody knows it. Everybody loves a donut.
The heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, doing a wonderful job as always, producing and directing. Jackie Moon on camera, along with Andrew Boland. I'm Maris Lowry with Bill O'Brien. And Bill, we're going to the fourth quarter. East led 19-14 at the end of one, 29-21 at halftime, but a big third quarter in East with their biggest lead of the game right here at 54-33.
The Spartans in the third quarter outscored Pikeview 25-12. And they got 9 points from Nathan Dixon in that quarter alone, so they have taken control, Greenbrier East has.
Yeah, Greenbrier East had a good first quarter, a 19-point first quarter, and as you mentioned, a 25-point third quarter for the Spartans, as Pikeview will have the first possession as we start quarter number 4.
Chad King to throw it in front of us here at midcourt.
Got one more game, and coming up next, Bill, you'll have that. And that'll be a boys' game between Webster County and James Monroe, which I think that'll be highly entertaining.
I do believe you're right.
So here we go, ready to start quarter number 4. Ball comes in. Here's Damewood down the lane, puts up the shot. It doesn't go, but he'll draw the foul, and he'll get to the line.
Damewood has scored 5, including 1-for-1 free throw shooting. But the Panthers need some offense and a lot of it.
I had the score 54-33. Am I missing something? Did that ball go in? I beg your pardon. I could be wrong. I had 54-33 as we started the quarter. They show 54-35. So apparently I missed a field goal somewhere, and I beg your pardon.
I didn't see it.
I didn't either. So the score is 54-36, and that's the one that counts. But I had 54-33 before that free throw. So both are made. So it's now 54-37. So I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I could have made a mistake. I know it doesn't happen too often, right, Bill?
That's right. What?
Yeah, it happens all the time, actually.
Well, this is our 5th game of the day.
Yep, and the ball will land right here, almost in our lap.
Keith Thompson with a nice move right beside you, making the play.
So the ball out right here in front of us, and that is the correct score, 54-37. 7:45 remaining here in the ball game. Pikeview has the possession. They'll put it in play. But, you know, Bill, that's always keep a running score because, you know, over the years there's been a lot of, there's been a lot of things that sometimes, hey, our running score doesn't match the scorebook. And I remember a game when we were doing radio and Beckley was playing at Cabell Midland, and it saved Beckley, if you remember, my running score, and they had the wrong score at Cabell Midland. And
I remember that.
Yeah, Beckley ended up winning that game by 1. Otherwise, it may have ended in going to overtime. Ball comes into Rose, puts up the shot, and it's swatted. Goffrey with the block. They get the ball down low. Head fake, shot up, doesn't go by Damewood, and back the other way comes Greenbrier East. There's Hamrick laying it up and in. Getting the ball down low to Rose. Rose attacks the basket, and he'll draw the foul. Godfrey definitely got him, and Rose will get to the line to shoot 2.
Brody Hambrick's had a nice game tonight, 16 points. Let's look at the replay. That's Rose throwing up a prayer, not answered. Thanks to Little General.
But he did the right thing. The minute he heard the whistle, you throw it up to the basket and see if you can get to the line, which he will.
His first foul shooting tonight, 8 points from the floor.
And he does not connect on the first free throw. So here's shot number 2 for Rose. Free throw on its way, and he missed them both. And here's Greenbrier East with it. McGraw on the drive, nice bounce pass. Burns puts up the shot, it doesn't go. McGraw will dial it up from 3, it's short. And Rose will clear the rebound for Pikeview. Here the Panthers on the attack, into the lane, tough shot, a little off balance. It hit the front of the rim. That shot was put up by Weatherly, and it'll go out of bounds to Greenbrier East.
Grayson Weatherly just into the ballgame wearing number 10 on his home white uniform. He's a senior for Pikeview.
Elijah Hall will check back in for Pikeview.
Again, Coach Patton for the Spartans loves to substitute. He uses his bench beautifully.
Well, Greenbrier East had a big first quarter, scoring 19, a big third, scoring 25, and that's got him this lead right here. Here's the Spartans. Tomlinson goes in, the shot is too strong, and here comes Pikeview. The ball is stripped at midcourt, battling for the loose ball, and Greenbrier East comes out of there with it.
Hot potato.
Here's a drive on the McGraw. He gets fouled. And he got hit pretty good as he made his way to the basket. McGraw will step up and get to the line to shoot a pair.
Reed McGraw, 6-footer, a junior, 148, has 4 from the floor. Next game scheduled to tip at 8. We'll be on at 7:45 with that. Brian Helton will join me for the broadcast here on Video Productions. And then tomorrow, all 6 games, Mark Margin will have it. And then Maris and I return for the final day on Saturday, 6 games.
Yeah, the first game Saturday, I think that's you, Bill. I think I got to get my cartoons in on Saturday morning. So therefore, you have to be here for the first game. That's the reason I scheduled that at 11:15.
Because of cartoons.
Because of cartoons. Got to have my cartoons on Saturday morning, absolutely.
Whatever it takes, partner.
All right, second free throw is good. And it's a 20-point advantage now for the Spartans. And that'll be the first game on Saturday will be the Lady Flying Eagles. Give you a chance to call a Beckley girls game. First time probably for you in a while.
It's been probably a decade.
Yeah, since you and I worked on radio together.
That's right.
Yeah. So under this new regime of Coach, well, Brian Neighbors has been the coach, Bill, 8 years into his 9th season, so it's at least been that long since you've done a Beckley girls game, and you'll get that opportunity Saturday morning, bright and early.
Yeah, Bertie Bostic was the coach when I did the last Woodrow game.
There was a 3. Let's see what we got. I don't think that basket's going to count. The 3 was short, but on the rebound, the putback I don't think is going to count. And it is not. So the lead will stay at 20.
All court pressure.
Ball comes into Rose.
Look at him handle it.
The big fella with a nice pass down low. You know, you think the guard would throw it to the big fella. Now you had the big fella throwing it to the guard. How about that? There's King with it. And now they get it down low to Rose. He just muscles it up, puts the shot up. He doesn't get it to go. Just frustrated. And here comes Greenbrier East on the attack. That's a shot that Hamrick probably should have taken. And he threw it away, and then Greenbrier East turns it over and right back to Pikeview.
Sort of mop-up time now. Pikeview is going to substitute. Vestal back in, 34.
So like I said, a full day of action tomorrow, 6 games, 11 a.m. It'll be Eastern Greenbrier taking on Independence in a boys middle school game. Summers County and Westside in a boys middle school game. University and Huntington, that will be a girls game. It'll be Cabell Middle and Wyoming East in a boys game. Elkins and Shady in a boys game. And then Huntington Bluefield will close it out tomorrow night at 8:30 in a boys game. So 6 full games tomorrow. Pass comes inside to Vestal. It's overthrown, and back the other way comes Greenbrier East, and there's a turnover. So the ball, it's kind of bogged down, getting a little sloppy a little bit.
All right. Thank you, sir. My partner, Brian Helton, has just come, and he's given me 100 brand new ballpoint pens with his name on it. You'd think he was running for office or something.
You'd think so, huh? Here's Thomas with it, puts up the short shot and doesn't get it to go for Pikeview. And back the other way. Pikeview really frustrated. They've been stuck on 37 for a while. They've scored only 4 points thus far in this quarter as Burns will dial it up from distance. Ball's a little short. Battle for the rebound. Put up, no good. And the putback was Lambert, and he couldn't get it to go. Back the other way was Pikeview. There's a drive to the basket, and that time it's up and in, and there's a timeout by Pikeview. We'll take it with them, be right back. It's an 18-point lead for Greenbrier East, so we'll be right back after this on Video Productions.
All right.
Are you ready to steer your career in a new direction? Look no further than New River Community and Technical College. With brand new simulators and virtual reality equipment, New River CTC's commercial driver's license program provides on-the-road experience before ever getting behind the wheel. You can become road ready by earning your CDL in just 6 weeks, along with a 180-hour certificate. Whatever your dream, New River CTC's CDL program puts you on the route to success. Don't wait. Apply now.
Well, 4:23 left in the ball game, and Greenbrier East is up 18, Bill, and the Spartans led by 5 at the end of the quarter. They led by 8 at the break. They opened up a 54-33 lead at the end of 3, and the lead is now 57-39 with 4:23 left in the game.
Maris, you got to like the way that the Spartans team has responded when their top player could not play today. In fact, his second game that he's been unavailable because of injury. And a lot of the teammates have stepped up, and it's been a team total. It's not just one guy.
Right. There's a lot of guys. When we get the final numbers, there's a lot of guys on the offensive end of the floor that has contributed tonight for Greenbrier East.
I've got 4 players with 9 points or better.
So out of the timeout, The Spartans will, I beg your pardon, yeah, the Spartans will have it. Greenbrier East 2-5, Pikeview 2-4. Greenbrier East trying to get the win, trying to get a little closer to 500. And the Spartans break the pressure. They got numbers. And there's a soft put in. Looked like he was going to try to be a dunk, but Lambert able to catch and softly put it home.
14 points.
20-point advantage for the Spartans. Coming up on the halfway point of quarter number 4, here's Thomas with it, and they strip him. And Greenbrier East on the move with numbers. And there's a nice, strong finish by Dixon. He's had a really good game.
15 points.
So as you mentioned, one player 14, another 15, biggest lead of the game here at 22. There's a pass down low. Vestal able to catch, shoot, and score. Greenbrier East with numbers. Dixon again, that time the shot doesn't go. And Thomas clears the rebound for Pikeview. Thomas down the lane, a little bit out of control, and he'll be whistled for an offensive foul. Yeah, the big fella probably should have given it up to a guard. He probably would have gotten it back. And he was going down the floor like a gazelle, but that time,
huh?
Yeah, it just didn't work for him.
Well, we told you David Thomas for Pikeview had to get into the scoring column. He's only got 8 points. Normally he has doubled that.
Of course, he normally starts, but he didn't start tonight. And here's Penn. Penn with a little pass inside. That shot by Lambert doesn't go. Vestal clears the rebound. Under 3 minutes for the game. There's a drive and a lay-in, and one. They'll call the foul on Penn. And that was a nice finish that time by Hall.
Let's look at the Pepsi replay on that. This is how you do a fast break layup. Hall coming up and draws the foul as the ball goes through. Elijah Hall, a sophomore, scored 5 points, including 1 for 2 foul shooting.
So Hall will try to polish off a three-point play here as the layup cuts the lead to 18. He's trying to get his team a little closer to 17, and he does not. So he can't convert on the three-point play. The lead's 18 for the Spartans. DeHaven makes a move. DeHaven draws the foul by Rose, and DeHaven will step up to the line and he'll shoot 2.
Well, we'll be getting ready for the last game of the night. That's an 8 o'clock tip, 7:45 airtime here on Video Productions. It'll be Webster County's Highlanders boys game against the Mavericks from James Monroe.
Yeah,
as we mentioned, should be a good game.
Yeah, Webster County undefeated. As the free throw by DeHaven, the first one's good. You know, I remember that magical run that Webster County had in 2019. You know, there at the state tournament, they went 28-0. That is a magical season. And at any level, in any sport, if you're able to go undefeated through the regular season, postseason, win the whole thing like Webster did, that is an amazing feat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, it's so hard. You know, you go back and you look at the college level as East turns them over. You know, we haven't had an undefeated college champion since 1976, Indiana, and, you know, Bobby Knight. Of course, back in your day, Bill, in the 60s and early 70s, UCLA used to do it all the time.
Oh, you got that right.
Of course, I remember those days as well.
I know you were in your crib.
Well, not actually in my crib. You know, I can remember the days of, you know, John Wooden and those great UCLA teams that, you know, used to win all the time and go undefeated. But I'm just saying that's just how hard it is. And, you know, Webster County will bring an undefeated record. And James Monroe, you know, state champion from last year, that ought to be a really competitive game.
James Monroe, the last 2 years, state champions.
Yep. Yeah, I don't want to slight them none, that's for sure. But sometimes my memory doesn't work as good as it used to.
Tell me about it.
So back and forth we go. Here comes Greenbrier East. They've had the game really in control really since the halftime. The third quarter is really what the separation came.
Yeah.
And there's a timeout for Greenbrier East. So a timeout on the floor, and it's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. 1:37 remaining here in the ball game. Greenbrier East is going to win this. They're going to go to 3-5. Pikeview is going to go to 2-4. The next game, as we talked about, it'll be James Monroe taking on Webster County. And then, Bill, as we look into tomorrow, Tomorrow's game will start bright and early. As you mentioned, Mark Martin will have a call all day and all morning, all afternoon, and all night tomorrow, as it'll be Eastern Greenbrier against Independence Middle School at 11 a.m. That's a boys game. Then at 12:30, it'll be a boys game between Summers County and Westside, to be followed at 2:15 by a girls game, Huntington and University. 4 o'clock boys game, Cabell Midland and Wyoming East. 6:45 boys game, Elkins and Shady. And then the nightcap tomorrow night will be Huntington and Bluefield at 8:30. And then Saturday, a full day of basketball. And Beckley, I didn't write in who their opponent's going to be because I don't know yet. Beckley, the girls team, will play the loser of tomorrow's University Huntington game at 11:15 a.m. And Bill, you have that one.
On Saturday?
On Saturday, yes.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. It'll be the first time since Brian Neighbors has been the coach at Beckley for the girls team that you will have an opportunity to call a Beckley girls game.
I'll be looking forward to that.
So here is Penn dialing up a three, and he's able to knock it down.
So it puts him in double figures, 12.
Yeah, I think Greenbrier East going to have at least 5 players in double figures, right?
Yeah, 4 at least.
And maybe 5 coming up here on the last minute. There's a three for Pikeview. That ball is too strong and back the other way. In fact, Bill, yeah, it's Weatherly that shot that three. Penn whips a pass in. Now here Burns will dial it up for 3. Rattles in and out. Heartbreak. That ball was halfway down and popped back out on Burns. Here's Weatherly with it. Final 40 seconds of this one. And Vestal shoots a 3. Doesn't go. McGraw the other way. Here's a shot on the baseline. That shot is put up that time by Dolan. And then McGraw on the putback. So biggest lead of the game right here at 22, the final 15 seconds of the ball game. Greenbrier East with this win, like I said, will go to 3-5. Pikeview will fall to 2-5. And that 3 doesn't go, and Penn just probably will dribble it out, and he will. And Greenbrier East will get this big victory. Final score is Greenbrier East 67 and Pikeview 43. We'll take a break. We will come back. We will recap. We'll give you the numbers of this big win for Greenbrier East, and we'll do it on the other end of the break here on Video Productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
When you're repping the blue and gold, staying ready is key.
That's why we hit up Little General Stores, our go-to when the clock is ticking.
At LG, they're hustling to cover your daily needs, fueling you both on and off the court.
From the finest snacks to a team that's always ready to assist, Little General Stores is the ultimate stop.
You can rest easy knowing LG has all your essentials.
Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
West Virginia's #1 hit music station. West Virginia's longest running morning show. Hit music 24/7. One station, all the hits. 103 CIR is WCIR FM, Beckley. 103CIR.com.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
Little Caesars stuffed crazy crust is stuffed with cheese and has a delicious buttery garlic flavored crust. And it's $9.49, making it the lowest price in stuffed crust. And I'm out of time. There was more time.
Pizza, pizza.
Take me home, country road.
105.9 WTNJ.
And we welcome you back into the Raleigh County Convention Center with Bill O'Brien. I'm Maris Lowry. The heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, produced and directed the ball game. Jackie Moon and Andrew Boland was on camera. Final score, Greenbrier East wins in a big way as the Spartans defeat the Panthers of Pikeview by the score of 67-43. With the victory, Greenbrier East will go to 3-5. Pikeview will fall to 2-5. The Spartans led 19-14 at the end of the quarter. Greenbrier East led by 8, 29-21 at halftime. It was 54-33 Greenbrier East at the end of 3, and they win the ball game 67-43. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the numbers of this big Greenbrier East victory, and we'll do it on the other end of the break. You're watching live streaming coverage of the 2024 New River CTC Invitational here on Video Productions.
Grab the one thing that everyone's loving, and as it happens, they come by the dozen. Everybody loves it, and everybody knows it. Everybody loves a donut.
Are you ready to steer your career in a new direction? Look no further than New River Community and Technical College. With brand new simulators and virtual reality equipment, New River CTC's commercial driver's license program provides on-the-road experience before ever getting behind the wheel. You can become road ready by earning your CDL in just 6 weeks, along with a 180-hour certificate. Whatever your dream, New River CTC's CDL program puts you on the route to success. Don't wait. Apply now.
At Dutch Miller Automotive, we've grown quite a bit over the last 60 years, but our core principles remain the same. We believe in treating our customers and our team members like friends and family, and we see it as our obligation to give back to all the communities we are so fortunate to do business in. In just West Virginia alone, we've grown from one location on the west end of Huntington to 10 rooftops employing more than 500 Mountaineers. Check out the inventory from all of our stores at DutchMillerAuto.com. Dutch Miller Automotive Group, West Virginia proud.
Dunkin' is here with your holiday helpers. Peppermint mocha and toasted white chocolate signature lattes. A touch of delicious holiday magic to help you seize the season. Sip through the holidays with signature lattes at Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'.
And we welcome you back in one final time here at the Raleigh County Convention Center as we wrap this game up. Greenbrier East wins big, 67-43. And Bill, I think that the person bringing our stats, I think they got lost, is they haven't made their way yet over here to courtside, and we're waiting on those final numbers. But in the meantime, Bill, you do have some numbers that you kept on your own, and you have some individual totals.
These are unofficial, but this gives you an idea of scoring. Individually for the Pikeview Panthers, Jared Vestal had 10 points. David Thomas was held to 8. Zach Rose scored 8. Drew Damewood had 7. Elijah Hall with 5. Bryson Bailey had 3 points. For the Greenbrier East Spartans, the winning team had 4 in double figures, led by the 15 of Brody Hambrick. 15 for Hambrick, 15 for Nathan Dixon, 14 for Lane Lambert, 12 for Donovan Penn. Reed McGraw had 6. Peyton DeHaven had 1 point. So those are the individuals. Maris, you're taking a look at the team totals.
Well, the team totals, Greenbrier East was 28 of 61 from the floor, 5 of 17 downtown, 6-11 at the line. For Pikeview, they were 18 of 49 from the floor, 2 of 10 from downtown, and 8 of 16 from the line. So you look at Greenbrier East made 10 more field goals, and they also took 12 more shots. Final score, 67-43. Bill, we have one more thing of business before we wrap this game up, and that's our New River Community Technical College player of the game.
And we're going to salute Brody Hambrick, the 6'3 sophomore who scored 15 points. He had a really nice game. Let's give you some of the details. He had 6 of 11 from the field. He was 3 of 5 from downtown and 2 for 2 at the charity stripe. He also had 8 rebounds and an overall just really, really nice game. I beg your pardon, I think I said 15, actually had 17 total points. to lead his team in scoring. That's Brody Hambrick. Congratulations.
Congratulations to him. Well, this will wrap this one up. Final score, 67-43. Greenbrier East wins it for our staff here, which was Jackie Moon and Andrew Bolin on camera. The heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, produced and direct. For Bill O'Brien, I'm Maris Lowry. We're going to say goodbye, and then we'll be back on in about 5 minutes as Bill O'Brien and Brian Helton will have the final game, which will be between Webster County and James Monroe and boys. So until then, we'll be right back in 5 minutes. Good evening, everybody.